Macon pointed out. "They know what they're doing. This process has been in place since before your birth." Ugh, that nasal whine of his voice. Fallon would be glad to escape it. He just had to get cut from the list quickly, then he could return home. His team needed him there, fighting the traitor Rune Abaddon, keeping the colonies safe, not gallivanting across Europe on a fool's errand. Yeah, he agreed. Except this process isn't perfect. Fallon kept that thought to himself. Things could go wrong. Finn was evidence. He'd been selected once, and even got all the way to trying to mate the woman, pushing his fire inside of her to turn her. The mating failed, burning her up from the inside and leaving his older brother an empty shell of the man he used to be. A part of a dragon's soul burned, too, if he chose the wrong mate and killed her. His brother had certainly turned colder and harder afterward, and Fallon suspected Finn's fire wasn't what it once had been either. Fallon gritted his teeth as he reached for the ornately carved door handles on one of the massive double doors. The mating ceremonies were held in a palace, of all places. A real-life, with turrets and a moat, goddamn palace. A property the king of the Red Clan, High King Pythios, had bought, restoring the splendor of the original building, which had once been burnt to a hollow shell thanks to dragons, and bringing the dwelling to a whole new level of overdone, glittered finery. The place even smelled opulent, like gardenias and argan and old furniture. Let's get this over with. Let some other poor sucker deal with this crap. As soon as he stepped inside, a red dragon, easily identified by his reddish-brown eyes, approached. He held out his hand. Jagar Agni. Fallon knew him on sight. The man in charge of mating council and all dragon shifter matings for the last 500 years. He clasped Jagar's hand. Fallon Conleth. Jagar smiled, though the action reminded Fallon more of jackal about to pounce on its prey. I'm glad you were able to make the journey. I'm pleased to see that most blue dragons are still loyal to the High King. Political rumblings about a power struggle within his clan had led to rumors that potentially cast all blue dragons in a shadow. Living with the other enforcers on his team, a mixed group of shifters from every clan, Fallon hadn't heard much about it. Fantastic. One more reason to bugger out of here. It must have made it difficult for the mating council when a woman showed up with a blue brand glowing on the back of her neck. They had no choice but to bring blue dragons here for the mating ceremony. Beside him, Macon cleared his throat. Some rumors have reached us, but King Thanatos has assured us none are true. Our king is fully in charge. If Fallon is selected, you can be sure this new mate will be taught where her loyalty should lie. Jagar's smile held, but Fallon didn't miss the glint that entered his eyes. Dragon shifters were nothing if not suspicious fuckers, not to mention vengeful. Not a good combo at the best of times. Fallon kept his expression carefully neutral, despite every instinct honed by years as the enforcement arm of the clans within America screaming at him that he was under some kind of scrutiny. Had they invited him here only to gauge the loyalty of some of the higher-ranking blue clan members in the colonies, knowing he wasn't this woman's destined mate? Shit. Maybe this situation was more dangerous than he'd anticipated. Jagar turned that slick smile his way. What about you, Fallon? The members of my team consider it an honor to serve our kings. That answer was as neutral as he could get. Politics had never been his thing. He'd be happy to be flying home by tonight and away from this mess. That was for damn sure. Jagar smiled. The warmth continued to remain absent, making his expression appear more like a facial tic. You are the last to arrive. Come, let me introduce you. Fallon hadn't even looked for the new dragon mate. As he turned in the direction Jagar indicated, he caught sight of a woman standing on a dais at one end of the long room, probably once a ballroom. Every part of him froze, as shock ricocheted inside him like buckshot, shredding his insides with a direct hit. Maddie.